Alright, so I'm not gonna get much done today. That's a given. It's Thursday, tired. But I got my oil pan soaking. I gotta get it cleaned up real good. I gotta end up welding a 10 AN fitting on it. Um, it's a very, very light day. Um, I did. I had a couple people was like, "Hey, well, what's the vehicle? This is all going in." So we go get some of that. Be right back. Here it is. Oh, ugly. It's actually a good running truck. It's just too damn slow for me. Alright, so this is like a half episode. Uh, uh, it's been a lazy day. So the best thing is I kind of want to go over what I'm trying to do on this whole build. Yeah, I just showed you the truck. So now we get over some parts and a little bit of explanations between the two. Like the biggest thing is okay, we know we're going 5.3. This is Gen 4. Sloppy Stage 2 cam, pack 1218 springs. We all know that already. Okay, I'm wanting to go, I want to run truck manifold. I want to run Flowtech upswept headers. And they're actually right here. Just your standard 1 7/8 inch stainless steel header. Got flanges. You can't really see in there, but they got a bullet in and everything. I can't build these for as cheap as I bought them, so that's what we're gonna run there. And of course, 4-inch flange, mild steel. Run a 3-inch transition pipe from the headers into this. So we'll run, like I said, 3-inch. I'm used to doing 2.5, but this time I want to try 3. I want to see what the spool characteristics of the two are. As far as turbos, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel right now, so we're definitely going to have to go to GT.5. Why not? Everybody else has used it. I've used it for years, on and off. Back when I started LS and stuff, everyone swore by it, and it has its place, especially if you're on a budget. So GT.5, 3.5-inch V band, stainless from Summit. It's big, it's bulky, and you can make okay power with it. I mean, really, 650 horse is not a problem with this turbo at all. And we're going to gate it with just your standard 44 millimeter gate. Should be plenty. We always add another one on the housing if we have to. This thing, I don't even know if I want to run it. 9 times out of 10, it's always just another boost leak I got to deal with. I don't know. I might want to do some chooching sounds. Won't know till we get there. Intercooler. Yeah. Okay. I live in the South. I run plenty of air-to-air intercoolers, air-to-water intercoolers, everything of that nature. I like air-to-water intercoolers. Personal preference. Everything you do is a personal preference. Perfectly good example. I don't run eBay headers. They're cheaper. They are polished. They even look prettier. But they run ridiculously slotted bolts. It's personal preference. I don't like it. I don't like it. It don't seal up right to me. There's nothing wrong with them. A lot of people running them with great results. Anyway, back to intercooler. I live in the South. On your typical summer in a day, it hits between 105 and 110 degree heat index. It's hot out here. It's hot as hell. I want to run an air to water, and that's what I'm going to do. I got a small air to water that I'm going to try out. We'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, I'll change it. Ain't no big deal. So, I got this basic air to water intercooler. Thinking 600 horse, shouldn't have no problem keeping it cool. Here's the kicker. This is what I want to try to do. I haven't done it before, but I have, like, in your HP tuner software, you can add, take the EGR signal and convert it to a wideband signal for people that don't have HP Tuners Pro or MVI Pro. So what they do is you just use a signal wire off the EGR, go into your VCM scanner, and reconfigure it to 0 to 5 volt input. Well, you kind of got a bunch of different sensors that your computer will read that you won't need anymore. Evap, emissions, you get my point. What I'm wanting to do, just out of curiosity, is I'm wanting to drill and tap 2 IAT sensors to where I can sit there and watch it as I'm going. I have inlet and outlet temperature to tell me if I heat soak it quick. You never know. But that's what I want to do. I'm also going to have a fuel pressure added into it too, which I kind of cheat a little bit with that, and I'll show you that on a later date, how I monitor fuel pressure. You ever bought a fuel pressure gauge that you can use for in the cab, electric? It's too much money. Got a simpler, cheaper way. You'll actually like this one. And it won't kill you. So, air to water intercooler. 3-inch in, 3-inch out. We'll give it a try. As far as that, I'm going to have to put a roll bar in the truck because I already know right out the gate I'm going to be faster than 749 is when they require a roll bar. Don't know. We'll get there. Not a big deal. I can bend up some 1 3/4 inch chromoly tubing, which actually will probably be a mild steel cage because I'm cheap. But we got the rear end. Well, first, transmission. 4L80. I actually got to patch up a little hole on it right now where it ejected a torque converter bolt through the bell housing, so I got a hole about that big. Really not worried about it because round trackers drill 3-inch holes into their bell housing to keep their torque converters cool. Really not worried about it, but I just for safety, I just want to try to keep the crack from spreading. So I'm just going to put a piece of plate there, mark it out, weld it up. As far as that, the biggest downfall of my whole build, I think, is the torque converter. I'm limited on funds, so right now I'm going to run just your stock 4.8 high stall 4L80 converter. We'll change it. I'll go to a billet, triple billet converter once I get the money situation opened up. I think I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to change the turbo setup. I'm wanting to go to an S480 or a 480 clone, or I really don't care. Or I want to go twin 76s. The original plan for the truck was twin 76s, but you can only do what you can do. I'm going to put an HD2 Transgo kit in it, just like everybody else does, just to be on the safe side, which I don't even think I need it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want to redo the cross member up under the truck where the 4L80 is going to be, the transmission cross member. For some reason, Ford's like, hey, let's make the transmission cross member lower than everything else on the truck. Yet to figure that out. But tuck it up under there, put it up, give them a 3-degree angle, drive shaft out of the rear end with your positive 3 degrees. Rear end, Ford 8.8 out of an Explorer. I've narrowed like 20 of these rear ends in the past. As a matter of fact, Matt with Sloppy has already documented it multiple times. Well, once, but he's documented it. I'm gonna just show you my version. It's just the cheaper. I don't have a jig expensive jig conversion. But the 8.8 is hard to beat, especially after you get it out of an Explorer, because factory it comes disc brake, 31 spline axles, 373 gears, and limited slip from the factory. That's just how the rear end comes. You go to the junkyard, you pull the passenger side axle out of it, go to another junkyard, go to another junk vehicle, pull the driver's side axle out of it, slide it in the passenger side, go home, cut your almost 3 inches off, not exactly 3 inches, but it's close. So cut your 3 inches off, and then you just weld it up, straighten it up, and you're done. You got a narrowed 8.8 that'll fit right up under a Ranger, an S10, a G-body, you name it. It's perfect. It works in it. It's just, then again, the people that are conscious-minded, you snap an axle, break a C-clip, your tire and axle is not going to leave you at the line because the disc brake is not going to allow that axle to come out. It's like a cheap, sloppy C-clip eliminator. So it's good. We can all use that. No one wants a tire and axle to leave them going down the track. So I plan on driving this truck like 3 to 4 times a week, if not more. There's no point in me building something that I can't enjoy. If I can't drive it to work, it's not worth it to me. Exhaust, I do know that I want to. I've always fender exit or front bumper exit my exhaust. Same thing, I'm not changing anything. With the exception of all these new races that are coming around, want you to have exhaust all the way to behind the back axle. So it just looks like I'm not going to be able to enter any good races. That's what it sounds like to me, because I'm not going to have this sewer pipe all the way down the bottom of my truck. A buddy of mine actually had a really good idea to copy Larry Larson. He has a side pipe that he can bolt in and bolt out with a V-band. Wonderful idea. But we'll see as time comes. Got a lot, you know, we ain't been able to pull the truck apart yet, but there ain't really no reason to pull the truck apart yet, because I'm still waiting on, I want to replace the rear main, oil pan gasket, front seal, and I still have to weld a bung onto the oil pan for the oil feed. So, that's it so far. I mean, we'll do one thing at a time. I just want to get y'all updated to show you, you know, what's coming. Well, what are we going to be doing next, and you know, what kind of crazy things I got planned in my head. If you stayed this long through this video, I appreciate it. I'm not a camera person by any means. I'm trying this stuff out. I'm trying as hard as I can to make it somewhat enjoyable. I know you're probably bored out of your mind by now, but I do appreciate it. And especially if you got any pointers that I'm doing wrong, or this, that, and the other as far as camera work, man, tell me. I could really use the help. But I think that's all gonna be. That's gonna be it for today. I'm tired. I'm ready to call it. But any questions? Feel free. Subscribe. Let's see how far we can ride down this road. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all the help and support. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later.